Since I understand that everything I say tonight will be recorded and or paraphrased by the media and others, I would like to read the following statement concerning the Slocomb Fire Department and my proposal for changes in this department. Madam Clerk, I want this statement to become part of the record tonight. A few weeks ago, and after much consideration, I decided that I was going to make a recommendation to the City Council of Slocomb that Ronnie Smith be appointed Fire Chief, and that in due time the EMS and Fire and Rescue departments in our city be combined. I am making that recommendation here tonight, and I hope that the Council will agree. I am making this decision based on what I believe is in the best interest for the City of Slocomb, our citizens, and yes, our personnel and our volunteers, or personnel both paid and volunteers. I am not making it based on any legal publication. Mr. Smith is very capable and an able-bodied person to serve in this capacity, and he has done an excellent job at managing the EMS department in Slocomb during my tenure as mayor. He did not seek out this position. I sought him out. As I've said, he possesses certificates of Fire Officer 2, Fire Instructor 2, and Fire Inspector 2. I know, if appointed, he would make much needed changes to the department in the line of training and preparedness, and that he would serve the city well. He comes with high marks from those that currently serve with him, and I know he would continue to gain the respect of those that work with him should they choose to stay, and new volunteers that may want to join. I appreciate the volunteers that have been with the city for so long, and I hope that the current volunteers we have will consider staying if this change is implemented. Please know that this is not a personal-based decision between me and any one person. I'm making this decision based on what I believe is in the best interest of the city. However, if any man or woman does not wish to volunteer any longer, as we have all been told, should the appointment take place, then he or she should turn in all city equipment immediately, and others would take their place. I appreciate those who have been supportive of this proposed change, and I appreciate those who are in support of this change that are here tonight. What disappoints me about this whole issue is that the good that this council has done over the past 3 years is not being highlighted here. And they deserve credit for what we have accomplished, and I believe that list is long. I appreciate the efforts of this council, not just on this one issue, but on all other items that we have accomplished together. What makes this country great is that we can discuss these issues in an open forum without fear of reprisal or persecution. What I ask you though, and this goes for everyone in the audience tonight, is when you read what I have read over the past few days in the way of comments, articles, etc., are these the kinds of comments and people you want serving your city? I understand very well freedom of speech, and I'm proud of that right, but I am very upset at the way that some people have made our city look and the way this is down spiraled. I vehemently deny that this decision was based on anything political in the past or present, and the people that know me, including my friend Kenneth Ball, know that that is the case. I hope that Mr. Ball understands, and he should, that this is nothing personal against him. The chief and I spoke in person at his home. He knows that he serves at the pleasure of this council, and I suggested at that meeting an alternative position to Mr. Ball, should he choose to take it, and should this council approve it. I do not have any regrets about making my feelings known directly to Mr. Kenneth Ball. I also do not regret making the decision I feel is the best for this city. That is my job, and I'll do it to the best of my ability. Recently, and for the first time in my life that I can recall, I've been labeled a crook, a wolf in sheep's clothing, and a joke, all the while dealing with the impending death of my mother and while on a family vacation. Those who know me and the citizens who elected me know that this is not the case and that these labels are not true. I will not stoop to the level of the individuals, some of whom are in this room, who have made these remarks. I know that this council before you tonight has done many remarkable things, and I refuse to let this issue overshadow that fact. Again, I appreciate the support of many people, citizens inside and outside Slocomb, for this idea of progress and change. I hope this council will support the recommendation as I've made tonight and will make. Thank you. Are there any statements from the council regarding my recommendation to appoint Ronnie Smith position of Fire Chief for the City of Slocomb? Any further comments or discussion from, is there anyone who wishes to make a motion to accept the recommendation?
I make the motion that we accept the recommendation to have Ronnie Smith as the Slocomb Fire Chief.
We're not gonna vote on it, Rob?
Yes, ma'am. We'll do a roll call vote. I'm sorry, both. I don't know.
Roll call for Ronnie and roll call for Kenneth.
That's up to the council after we do that. That's my other recommendation. Motion is on the floor to accept the recommendation. Motion made by Ms. Reddy. Is there a second?
A second.
Second by Councilmember Jones. Any further discussion? Last chance for any further discussion amongst the council. Roll call vote. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Sconyers?
No.
Mr. Hughes? Yes. Ms. Reddy?
Yes.
Ms. Segrist?
What am I voting? Whether,
This
we're not voting on.
This vote is to accept the recommendation by me to appoint Ronnie Smith as fire chief in Slocomb.
Well, I love Ronnie, but I think we should vote on maybe Kenneth too. Have a vote on him.
That is my second recommendation, but that's not the one we're voting on now.
I'm not gonna vote on that one.
Do you wish to abstain?
Abstain.
Ms. Segrist abstains. The clerk will note 4 yeses, 1 no in the negative, and 1 abstention. Recommendation is adopted, motion passes.